Welcome back, everyone. A lot happening with cryptocurrencies, as you read in our international summaries. Next, I want to introduce you to Harrison Matti, who likes to do business and has tried his hands at virtually everything. But it is his quest to start a restaurant that is working for him. He's now aiming to start a chain. On today's business van, we head to 1115, which is becoming the place to hang out. That's at Adrigano here in Accra. Hey, welcome to this episode of the Joy Business Van. It's 11:15, not the time, but where we are at today. And I'm excited about it because it's the first time we are shooting a restaurant. Yes, it is. Come along, let me show you where we are headed.
Hi there, welcome.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is our lounge.
Cool.
We have two other private spaces.
Wow.
There's a VVIP lounge. All my life I've tried very much to start something on my own, and I believe that in solving problems we get to make money. So that's where I think I find myself. If there's anything that drives me, there's a hope that you can solve a problem and make some money out of it.
If you're looking for someone who is very entrepreneurial, then it's got to be Harrison Matti.
I've been into bicycle rental. I've been a shoemaker before. I've been a farmer. I've tried fashion a bit. I actually thought of modeling at a point. I know I discouraged myself from doing it, because I couldn't make time for rehearsal. And I've tried a few things. I've tried a few projects here and there in fisheries and then in solar. And I can say I've failed in a few, or in a lot. And I've learned a lot of lessons from them as well.
It was what he learned from his mom's chop bar that would make him interested in starting a restaurant.
And I was the youngest boy, so I was usually the person around, helping with cooking and anything that she needed an assistant with. So I picked up a few of the tricks from her. Then when I went to university, I cooked a lot, so I figured out that, I had picked a lot of the traits from my mom, so I could be a good cook. I tried monetizing that on campus, but it didn't work. Then, fast forward, I graduated from school, looking for a job, nothing was coming up, and I said, okay, why not start a food joint and then see what I could do.
A determined Harrison opened his first 1115 restaurant in 2019 at Lakeside, a suburb of Accra. It was a bit of a struggle at the beginning.
It was heartbreaking when we opened a second day and there was no single sale. Yeah, it was just me buying food. So that was. I mean, if there was any sale on that day, it was me. And for the first 6 months, we had to pay salaries from out of pocket. I mean, we were not making enough to pay people, but we still had to run. And I also hadn't understood the business the way I do now.
With time, Harrison got a grasp of it and was able to make enough to open another branch of 1115 at Adrigano. Consistency in the kitchen is very important for Harrison. Once in a while, he steps in there.
This is our signature dish. This is called a jungle rice. It's called jungle rice because it's more like you are in a jungle. Whatever protein source you have access to, you add it to your meal. So there's pork, there's snail, there's mushroom, there's sausage, there's goat, there's chicken. Whatever protein is available, there's beef. Whatever protein you have available, you add to this. Aside this, we do local dishes from Banku, Fufu, Omutio, Ampesi. We have local dishes on our menu. Continental, we have the fried rice, all the rice dishes that you can think of. But I'll recommend that anytime you come in, you try our pork and our jollof.
Aside from the food, 1115 provides space for families and friends to hang out and wind down or hold exclusive celebratory events with fun games and activities like painting and some good music. Harrison shows me 1115's exclusive lounges. Up here.
So this is our lounge. This is where you get your loud music if you love loud music. And then here we do a lot of bottle sales, and there's a lot of fun in here compared to what you have outside. So outside is calmer, but here you usually will be in a party mood if you come in here.
Yeah, so I guess usually during the weekends this place is
that's
very busy.
Yeah, that's what we are hoping for.
And then
there's a VIP lounge. There's actually a VVIP lounge.
Okay.
So this is for like VVIP. Yeah,
very bright.
Yes, all white.
The COVID-19 pandemic has been the greatest test for the business.
There were positive sides and then a few negative sides. So for Lakeside, for example, when COVID hit, we moved from sit-ins to deliveries. So currently we do 70% delivery at Lakeside. That also takes a lot of, eases the pressure on the branch. And then I would also say that was also because of COVID that we were able to get this particular space, because as at the time we were packing out for the branch, we had to shut down after a week. We didn't even have all the money to pay when we walked in. And I'm sure that if it wasn't for COVID, with the kind of people who are here, it would have been easy for someone to just pay up that money once and then take it. So there's been that good side.
Harrison has got great hopes for the future.
There are potentials in Kumasi. I wouldn't be surprised if I find myself in Kumasi in the next 2 years. Yeah, we'll probably do a few more branches in Accra. We also have a model we want to run for university campuses that's also in the pipeline. We had plans of doing on-street sales, which we haven't started yet. That's also something that we are looking at. Even with COVID, we can still do. And for the business as a whole, we are hoping to expand to East Africa.
And if you're wondering what 1115 signifies, well, it's a question you could ask Harrison when by chance you meet him up at the restaurant.